Can a wheel of NHL captains build us a Stanley Cup winning team? Let's find out. We are back with another wheel video. Today, I have put every single captain and assistant captain in the NHL onto a wheel. We're going to spin it 18 times to get 18 skaters, and hopefully they can all band together to win us the Stanley Cup. So many names on the wheel, you can't see it until it is selected. I mean, obviously, some captains really good, some assistant captains really good in real life, not as good in the game, so we're not guaranteed to get a god squad. I am going to spin the first spin. What are we going to land on? It could be good, it could be bad. It is, almost said Evander Kane, it's Patrick Kane. Either way, a pretty big dub, but obviously Patrick Kane a way higher overall in the game, so we'll definitely take that as our first player. Second spin, I'm just going to keep spinning and spinning until we finally have a team put together. We get Gustav Nyquist, so one of the worst names on the wheel realistically, but still a great player. There's legit 100 names on this wheel, so there's definitely a lot of options. I am going to also not like cap us at 12 forward or 6 defensemen, so we could end up getting no defensemen, and there's Alex Ovechkin, so we're already winning a cup. I already know. Patrick Kane and Ovechkin on the first line. Get them a center, and it's GG. But I could spin this like this, and it could land on like Cal Clutterbuck, who's not even an 80 overall. And that would be depressing, but we are going to get Roman Josi, a defenseman. This is going fantastic so far. Let's just keep the good vibes rolling. I have literally no complaints so far. Let's keep it going that way, and we are going to keep it going that way. Steven Stamkos is joining the squad. First line is already nasty, so what more can I even ask for at this point? Spin number 6 is Panarin. Like, we're just getting stacked. There is some bad names on here. We're not seeing any of them. Artemi Panarin, and we spin again. We keep that train rolling. I mean, I literally can't complain about anything that's happening. Anze Kopitar, a perfect centerman. I'll probably put him on the first line over Stamkos, honestly. Not gonna lie, this is going way better than I thought it was going to go, especially every other wheel video we've done, I've kind of got screwed over a little bit, but this wheel is being really nice to me right now, and we're getting Victor Hedman. It's just gonna keep being nice. Keep the good vibes rolling. Apparently, it's gonna be a super team video. We are just all over it right now. We're spinning again. Who do we got? Chris Kreider? Definitely not going to complain about Chris Kreider with all the other names on here. Let's just keep going. Keep it while it's hot. What else do we got? Who else do we got? We have Thomas Chabot, another defenseman, and a good one at that. If we can somehow get 6 defensemen with the team we already have going, like, we just win. I don't know. Like I said, there's Cal Clutterbuck. There's a couple bad ones. Adam Larson, one of the worst ones. He is another defenseman, so I'm not even going to complain at all. Let's keep the spinning train going. No breaks on the spin train. All laughs here, all good times. Kevin Hayes, one of the worst options again, but still not bad. Like, I don't even care anymore. Our team's already stacked. Somebody's gonna play on the 4th line, right? Spin it again. At this rate, just give me Cal Clutterbuck. I don't even care. I'll put him with Kevin Hayes on the 4th line. We're getting Patrice Bergeron, who just signed a 1-year deal with Boston at an absolute steal of a price. I bet they're pumped for that. And David Krejci's back, so it's all good in Boston land. And it's all good in this land because we're getting a stacked team. Looking fantastic. It's going to take a lot for me to be sad at this point. And Sebastian Aho, it's not making me sad at all. Finally, a wheel that loves me. After the spin, 3 more. Who we got? Literally, the worst player we've gotten is like Adam Larson. Like, I'm not complaining about that. Patrick Hornqvist could be the worst overall actually now. But once again, someone's going to play on the 4th line. I'm not complaining at all. Definitely haven't gotten 6 defensemen. That's the only other complaint I can think of. But we're vibing hardcore. Third, final spin. Who do we got? Who do we got? Austin Matthews would be pretty fun. I'll take a Malkin, though. Just give me a Malkin while you're at it. This team's going to dominate. This team is going to bang hard. Sidney Crosby, because why not? Malkin to Crosby, the Pittsburgh connection. We have one final spin. If it's Austin Matthews, we're literally three-peating. Or Connor McDavid. One of those two would be fantastic. Honestly, big dub. The best wheel we've ever had. And there he is, of course. What a way to end it. Cal Clutterbuck, talk about him the whole time, and he decided to show up at the end. That's what we call comedic timing 101. I love it. Anyway, team's looking great. I'm gonna go on NHL 22 and build it, and I'll see you then. This is the team that the Wheel of Captains has built us. We got Artemi Panarin, Sidney Crosby, and Patrick Kane on the first line, Evgeny Malkin, Steven Stamkos, Alex Ovechkin on the second line, Anze Kopitar, Patrice Bergeron, Sebastian Aho on the 3rd line, and then Cal Clutterbuck, Patrick Hornqvist, and Gustav Nyquist on the 4th line. Not sure why they have Ovechkin on the 2nd line and Panarin on the 1st line, but I'm just going to leave it how the game intends it. And defensively, we got Victor Hedman and Roman Josi on the first line, Adam Larsson, Thomas Chabot on the second line, and then we got Kevin Hayes and Chris Kreider, 2 forwards on defensemen for our third line. And you might be wondering what we did for goalies. Well, I actually went online, looked up a build, and made one of the only goalie captains to ever exist in the NHL. Roberto Luongo is joining the squad, and we're bringing in Michael DiPietro as the backup. He is basically our captain in spirit with his beautiful performance the other time that we had him on a theme team. This is a theme team, so we're going to do 3 seasons, and then at the end of the 3 seasons, I want you guys to vote for who you think the MVP of the team should be. An absolutely dominant year number 1. We finished with a 55, 17, and 10 record, first in the NHL with 120 points. And the star of year number 1, Patrick Kane, 40 goals, 45 assists for 85 points, leading the team in both categories. Crosby dropped 32 goals, Ovechkin dropped 35 for 66 points, Crosby right behind Kane in points with 80. Most goals on defense did go to Josi for actual defensemen. I keep forgetting that it doesn't show the forwards playing defense here. Looking at straight points, Hedman had 66 to lead the team on defense. Roberto Luongo, 7 shutouts for 42 wins in 64 games played with a .909 save percentage and a 2.49 goals against average. Michael DiPietro, 13 wins in 19 games played. He's an absolute stud. No shutouts, but a .913 save percentage and a 2.40 goals against average. We're also in the East for once. We spent a lot of time in the West just going over Arizona, but I took over Buffalo today. We are in the East. We're facing Montreal in the first round. Change up the scenery a bit. First 3 games, a W, and an L in overtime, but we do have a 2-1 lead, which is what we like to see, and we do make it a 3-1 lead. It'd have to be a mega choke to get out in the first round. It starts to look like one with a 2-1 loss. Game number 5, but we'll close them out in game number 6, right? Yes, we will, a 6-3 dub. We move on to the second round. We will be facing the Boston Bruins. This is Boston pre-David Krejci. Did not put him back on the lineup. I am excited to see him play again in real life. Even though I'm not the biggest Boston fan, we do take a 2-1 lead over them after the first 3 games, but the series is tied as they steal game 4 with a 3-2 win. It's now a best-of-3 series. I'm not too worried. We win 5-2, so we have 2 chances to close them out. And we do get it done in game number 6 with a 2-1 win, and we move on to the conference finals to face the New Jersey Devils. Well, if we can beat Boston, we should be able to beat New Jersey, I would think, but let's see if I'm wrong. We win, well, we lose. I keep forgetting when the first game is like blurred out there, it doesn't pop up. We won game 1, we lost game 2, but we won game 3. We're up 2-1. Again, just like every other series, but New Jersey comes back to tie the series, and we have another best-of-3 series on our hands. We do take game 5. We have 2 chances once again to eliminate them, and we do get it done in game 6 again, and we move on to the Stanley Cup Finals. Playing against Vancouver in the Stanley Cup Finals with Roberto Luongo in net. This time, he's winning the cup. This time, he's winning the whole thing. First 3 games, loss, win. Not a good start, I'm not going to lie, but at least we stole game 3. We're still in it. We just need game 4, and we do pull it off with a 4-3 win in overtime. And we find ourselves once again in a best-of-3 series. 3-2-1, 3-0 W in game number 5. 1 win away from the Stanley Cup. Luongo can taste it. He's so close, and he gets it done with a shutout. A 6-0 win against his former team, and he will be raising the Stanley Cup in glory. We are victorious in our first year. Since I'm dumb and keep forgetting to say this until the end, we already have both our MVP goalies, so Luongo cannot be an MVP goalie. I mean, you can vote for him and he can win. He just can't play on the theme team of MVPs. Speaking of that, Crosby is already there, so he can't be voted for either, and he had the best playoff performance with 10 goals, 16 assists for 26 points, leading the team in both those categories. Panarin, 9 goals, 13 assists for 22 points. Patrick Kane, also 22 points, 8 goals, 14 assists. And then Ovi, 9-9 for 18 points. We're looking at defenseman. Roman Josi dropped 6 goals for 10 assists for 16 points. Only 1 goal for Hedman, but 15 points. And then Chabot and Larsson, 4 points apiece. We played Luongo for all games. He racked up 2 shutouts, a .916 save percentage, and a 2.37 goals against average. And most importantly, the Stanley Cup. Luongo also won the William M. Jennings Award, with the Conn Smythe going to Sidney Crosby. We continue our dominant ways with a 56-21-5 record, top of the NHL once again, 117 points, so a little worse than last season, but barely. And anyone can steal the show on this team. Malkin decided to do it this year. 33 goals, 59 assists for 92 points to lead the team. Right behind him is Alexander Ovechkin, who dropped 38 goals to lead the team in that department. 32 for Crosby, 29 for Kane this time around, so a little bit less than last year. Stamkos' name is up there now, 78 points, 22 goals. Bergeron with a good showing, 29 goals, 29 assists for 58 points. And Roman Josi seems to be the hottest defenseman. 18 goals, 40 assists for 58 points. Hedman right behind him, 50 points, but only dropping 6 goals. And then Shabbat, 30 points, and Larson, 19. Our goaltending duo, kind of money right now. 48 wins out of 66 games played for Roberto Luongo. Shutouts, a 914 save percentage, and a 2.26 goals against average. DiPietro only winning 8 games and 16 played, but he had 3 shutouts, a 918 save percentage, and a 2.25 goals against average. Not winning as much, but having better overall stats than Luongo. New opponent in round number 1. We face off against Columbus. First 3 games are an L, a W, and an L. Not exactly the start I was expecting, but Columbus loves playing spoiler. They spoiled our season a couple episodes ago. And now they're going to spoil it here, aren't they? There it is. We're down 3-1 after the first 4 games. I don't know who Columbus thinks they are, but they can mess off now. Hopefully they choke the 3-1 lead. We do steal a 1-0 win. 2 more games to win, please. We win 5-2, and now game 7. Did Columbus choke a 3-1 lead? They sure did not. We lose 6-3. Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm not surprised because, of course, we won the cup, then got out in the first round because that's just how this works. But to Columbus, like really, they gave us hope and they took it away. Who's winning the cup? Probably not Columbus, but at this rate, I'm not going to be surprised if they do. It's the Vegas Golden Knights. I wish I didn't sim. I wish I wasn't looking at that on my screen right now. I am depressed now. Sidney Crosby, 4 goals in 7 games played, 6 points. He seems to be our playoff king. Ovechkin, 3 goals. Malkin and Aho both had 2, then a couple people with 1. Obviously not many stats to look at when you get out in the first round. Hedman, 5 points. Shabbat, 3 points. Josi, 3 points. Larson, no points. Across the board, nothing. At least a +2. And Luongo struggled hardcore. DiPietro struggled hardcore. We only played him for 59 minutes total across 2 games. I say he struggled. 866 save percentage, but he only let in 2 goals, and that's not terrible. Luongo, 878 save percentage, 3.23 goals against average. Not exactly ideal. At least we're dominant in the regular season. 121 points, a 57-18-7 record for our final regular season performance. Weird flex scoring wise, though. 78 points was our highest total for Panarin. 13 goals only. 40 goals for Patrick Kane. I am liking what I'm seeing from Patrick Kane. Ovechkin obviously as well. Dropped 33. No one else hit 30. Closest was actually Bergeron with 27. Definitely weird stats. I'm seeing Josi up there as well. 21 goals, 37 assists for 58 points. Hedman, 52 points, 13 goals. Shabbat even dropping 9 goals. And Larson's just kind of there. And Luongo is doing Luongo things. A 917 save percentage, a 2.23 goals against average. 45 wins in 64 games played. And Michael DiPietro, 12 wins in 22 games played. No shutouts, a 905 save percentage, and a 2.58 goals against average. We move. Final playoff series. Well, hopefully not the final playoff series. Final playoff push. And we're playing Boston in the first round. I just jinxed everything, didn't I? First 3 games, 3-2-1. A loss, a win, and a win. Good start. Up 2-1. I like it. I like it. Up 3-1 with an 8-4 W. And we close it out with a 3-2 win. It is not our last series, thankfully. And we move on to the second round to face the Tampa Bay Lightning. Hopefully, we can slay the dragon. It is a W, it is an L, and it is a W. So we're up 2-1 once again. This is very good for us. Make it 3-1. We're just casually breezing through them. I can't believe the only team we're going to lose a playoff series through this whole video at this rate is Columbus. The conference finals, we are looking at the Toronto Maple Leafs. 3-2-1 bang. Show me the first 3 games. It is 2 W's once again and 1 L. A 5-0 win at that for them. Hopefully it doesn't phase us. It kind of does because we get back-to-back losses with a 2-1 L in game number 4, and it's a best-of-3 series once again. Edmonton's already done their series. They're off to the Stanley Cup Finals. Game number 5, very important, and it is sadly a 6-5 L, so we must win the next 2 games or it's over. We do take game 6, 4-1 win, and we go to game 7. Show me Edmonton. We see Edmonton with a 6-4 game 7 victory against Toronto. And it was Toronto in a game 7. Why was I even worried? We're moving on to face Edmonton in the Stanley Cup Finals, where we can hopefully capture our second Stanley Cup. Not going to be too sad if we lose, because at least we already got one. and we're not playing for the three-peat. So this is just basically for fun, even though the whole thing's just for fun. But you know what I mean. We win, and we win. So unless the ultimate choke is happening, we are going to be two-time Stanley Cup champions. And that is what happens. A sweep for the boys. The only team to beat us in the playoffs was friggin' Columbus. Crosby and Kane both dropping 10 goals to lead the team in goals. Malkin with 25 points beats out Crosby by 1 point, and Kane by 2 points to lead the team in that category. Ovechkin 9 and 14 for 23 points. I even forgot Cal Clutterbuck was even on the team. Also wears his mustache. He looks scared and miserable without his mustache. Finally, Roberto Luongo played every single game. 1 shutout, a .902 save percentage, and a 2.74 goals against average. Two-time Stanley Cup champion in his return to glory. He also won the Vezina and the William M. Jennings, if you were wondering, and then Crosby once again capturing the Conn Smythe. With all that being said, can a wheel of NHL captains build us a Stanley Cup winning team? Of course it can. We capture 2 out of the 3 possible Stanley Cups, and we are done here. Who do you think deserves to be the MVP of the team? Let me know down below. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.